Hi Virgo, how are you? I'm good, thank you. My name is Lissett and I am here with your March 2025 Manifestation Activation Tarot reading and frequency activation. I've already performed a full chakra cleanse of negative beliefs, and all of that information can be found itemized and listed in my community tab. What I do next is I go in with the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck by Lon, and I find what frequencies are available for you for your manifestations. I look into the storyline so you can see what resonates with the Rider-Waite-Smith system, and then as this video is uploading, I activate the frequencies that are found. Also at the end of the video, I will go into some channeled messages with all things intuitive oracle deck collection I have here. So Virgo, if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved. Let's get started. Okay? Thanks for being here, Virgo. Okay, Spirit, my highest living light for Virgo, Manifestation Activation, March 2025. What are the frequencies, please? Okay, in the headspace we have got fertility. In the heart space, conception. Principle of correspondence, change. And principle of cause and effect, you've got alchemy. What won't be changed is discernment. Your overall rhythm is your solar plexus chakra, and your overall vibration is your heart chakra, Virgo. All right, that's wonderful. Let's get a storyline here with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. As I do this, think about what have you asked yourself. What have I been thinking about the most lately? Ask yourself, what have I been feeling the most lately? Okay? Because what you think about is my first position, the principle of mentalism. And what you think about, the principle for this manifestation principle of mentalism, what you think about, you will definitely attract to you. So the more consciously aware, the better. You've got the frequency of fertility, number 27. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Number 27, fertility. It's paired here with the Two of Earth. That's the Two of Coins. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Okay, well, I'm just saying, with this principle of fertility, with this principle of mentalism with fertility, so fertility, you are prime for things to grow at this time. So with these spring vibes I'm feeling right now, Virgo, and as somebody who keeps their, like, Virgo is notorious for keeping things clean or analyzing, needing to pick through things and analyze them and have some clear understanding of the framework or mechanism of a thing. And so some things may be catching your attention and you may be going through different rabbit holes, but be mindful of where you're putting your focused attention, darling, because right now what you think about will definitely there's a very high, you're in the frequency of fertility. So keep it clean, be yourself. This isn't like to paranoid you or anything like that, but just if you find yourself going down a dark place, entertaining things that you don't actually want to experience, then maybe bring it back. Okay, with the Two of Earth, generally we're making choices. We're juggling our choices. So I see here that you, Virgo, are just doing your best to keep your focused awareness on your tasks right in front of you, what you have going on. And maybe in your daydreaming time, you're allowing yourself to dream. Maybe even I'm just seeing somebody doing dishes and fantasizing and dreaming of some far off land or some future situation or something, allowing yourself to feel those feelings of a dream. I see this. I see it. I think it's beautiful. So moving forward, oh, we didn't get the cards for everything else. Let's see, for your heart space, I equate this to the principle of polarity. And you have the frequency of conception there. Okay, let's get all the cards out, says Spirit. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So, all right. So in your heart space, you have got conception, number 16. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Conception. So not only are you fertile in the mind space though, but where you put your emotions, where you direct your energy in motion, I equate this position I equate with the heart space, because it's the principle of polarity. Just a second, you guys, hold on. Okay, thanks guys. I was distracted by my cat is watching Bird TV, and an ad came on, and I didn't know what the noise was because I forgot. Okay, so go ahead. I'm going ahead now. In your heart space, you've got the principle of conception. Okay, you've got the frequency of conception here in the heart space. This is already an intense reading, Virgo, okay? I really feel this. In your head space, you've got fertility. In the heart space, you've got conception. Direct, straight to the point, where you are channeling your emotions, your energy in motion. That is where your power is, okay? Your power to bring in your complete happiness. So conception, the frequency of conception. Oh, I've already read this to you here. Have a look, you guys. It's paired with the 10 of water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. I am just seeing this beautiful, beautiful balance between your heart and your mind. It's because, you know, we have polarities of our emotions. In order to understand an emotion, we actually compare it to other things that we felt in the past. So, and what I'm seeing is that it's in conception. So, as above, so below. Okay, the next position is the principle of correspondence. You've got the frequency of change. Okay, the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Change. I'm going to activate these frequencies for you guys, okay? And it is here with the first major arcana of the Magician, okay? Number 1, Archangel Raziel. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. And since this is the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, I also use it to show me your heart's compass, okay? Your golden compass. The balance between your heart and your mind, as above, so below. And so that frequency is of change. So as above, fertility, your mind is, so what you expose yourself to, seeds will take, okay? The faith of a mustard seed. Keep your faith up. And then as above, so below. And then I'm seeing this correspondence of conception. So really, I see that your heart's desires are coming to you, Virgo. I see it so clearly. I see you picking and choosing what seeds you want to sow. And I see some beautiful things, some beautiful emotional fulfillment coming from where you sow your seeds in the heart space. And that is definitely going to bring this change. And with the frequency of change, you have got the Magician. It's a major arcana, and in these readings, when I see a major arcana, I see a person who stepped on their destined path. So this is your fool's journey, applying this to this particular manifestation. Everybody's different who finds my work, but what is guaranteed is that I have intentionally performed a chakra cleanse on the place in your natal chart, your astrological birth chart, where the influence of the archetype of Virgo is, okay? I've performed a chakra cleanse. These are the frequencies that are available for you in correspondence to Virgo, okay? And I am seeing this magic. This is an amazing reading so far. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Virgo, you are on your destined path. And I see you like steadily just stepping, walking, but having complete control over like or I just see somebody in like complete control, but like it's a flow. I see a flow. Yes, I see you just commanding of your energies. And I think that's wonderful. Wow, that's beautiful. So moving forward, you've got the principle of change, and that's with alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Number 8, alchemy. Have a look. You have got the 8 of earth. So this is the 8 of coins with it. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So the 8 of earth is traditionally, you can see this beautiful image. Okay. What did you change? You decided to go hard at work to your own alchemy. You decided to alchemize your experiences and not to allow them to bring you down. You allowed yourself to learn from your experiences and to channel those lessons into some creative work, something that you are manifesting. I see somebody who has dedicated themselves to this manifestation, to change, and I see that you're doing that because I already know there's a lot of negativity around this manifestation of yours. Not more negativity than goodness. I see a very positive, powerful manifestation here. I see you backed by your guides, by Mother Gaia. I see your alchemy is on point. I see somebody in loving light here. But also light attracts dark. And I did see, as I was pulling out the story, I saw just this outside, there's negativity, but because you are so self-assured, this is learning all there is to know about a topic. So I see that you educated yourself on this, and so any negativity that there may be by naysayers or anyone who still wanted your influence and wanted to deter you from your own dreams so that you could keep feeding theirs. And that's not to say that there's something wrong with helping other people with their own manifestations and their own dreams. Co-creation is beautiful. But when those other parties are attempting to take from yours or get you to sacrifice your own dreams, it's not good. And I just see that influence is where this alchemy is coming from. So I just see that your dream here is just that strong, that you're in this frequency of change in the third eye chakra with the principle of correspondence. And here with alchemy, even your body alchemy might be changing. You may have changed body shapes in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you, in this work that you're doing, maybe you use a particular part of your body more, and that has you develop muscles or whatever. Or maybe you just understand your body, or you understand how to read listen to your body when it talks to you. So we know that any ailment is a physical manifestation of some spiritual thing. And I see that anything negative that you noticed it in your body, in your mind space, okay, I've cleared away negative beliefs and everything for you, Virgo. And I just see that you're with the principle of cause and effect. For every action, there's a reaction. and you're alchemizing it. This is beautiful. Keep doing your work. So you have a disciplined work. You have some framework for your work, and I see that no matter what your feelings are in the moment, you may feel up, down, or whatever, but because you've established this knowledge about how to get this into fruition, like how you might have like a schedule for when you go to work, for when you put work into this. You may just have a regularly scheduled like way of meditating or exercising, and I see that you're, instead of going toward something to comfort you that maybe like an addiction or something that wouldn't make you feel good, you have chosen to comfort yourself with also actions and behaviors that also benefit and grow you. And this is what I see in this manifestation. This is beautiful. So this took a lot of looking at yourself very clearly and discipline, Virgo. This is such a great reading so far. So in the principle of gender, what won't be changed? You have got the number 20, the frequency of discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Here you go with discernment and what won't be changed. And then you have got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Okay, and you have the discernment to do that. So what won't be changed is that you are ready to act and ready to move. Because I see you in this current, you are in the current, in the flow of you, in your flow, in your essence, in your energetic field. I see this change, alchemy. So when it does come time to take inspired action, see, because I see you with lots of moving parts in your life and all around like your own health, your own happiness, your own balance, and the enabling yourself to take the action steps to get to the manifestation you're applying this reading to. And so when it's time and inspire and you come with passion or inspiration, or somebody comes with an opportunity, time is of the essence. You have got the discernment to go for it. Okay, you have cleaned up your act, Virgo. This is beautiful. Moving forward in the principle of rhythm, you have got the solar plexus chakra, okay? Number 3, the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution to the whole is. Solar plexus chakra. The king of air. Okay, so with your solar plexus chakra here and your overall rhythm, the principle of rhythm, I equate this to your flow. Okay, your creative flow, as well as the flow that you're in for your mundane tasks and the balance that you have, okay, to get you into your place of manifestation. Manifestation is both spiritual and physical, and this is when I'm seeing the rhythm of how you balance that in your life, how you balance your flow to build your manifestation. Okay, you've got the Knight of Air with the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra has got to do all with your confidence, with your sense of well-being and safety. Okay, safety within yourself. That was a strange loud noise. I don't think it has anything to do with me. Yeah, okay. So I wonder if you guys heard it. Are we recording? We're recording. Okay, so well, it has got to do with your safety and the knowledge that you're protected. Actually, this is a knowledge that you have protected yourself with your own knowledge and your own skill set with this 8 of Earth and this alchemy. I see that you know thyself, that you know yourself, and that actually in the places where you need help and support, you are confident enough to reach out and make these connections that you need here in your everyday flow. So with this negativity that I saw being projected also in this alchemy, maybe your solar plexus may have been targeted. It doesn't necessarily have to be by a person. It could just be limiting beliefs, It could be by a person. Everybody's very different, okay? So, but there are some mechanisms in the world that target a person to question themselves when it comes to their dreams, because maybe some of those agendas are to have you use your energy for another dream that isn't yours. But I see that your overall flow, you are so confident. And actually, I saw that earlier, somebody walking around with like a complete command of their auric field, and others also feeling safe there. And it's paired here with the King of Air. This is a masculine energy, brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. So that is what you're standing on. You're standing on business. You're standing on facts. You're standing on what you have created and known for yourself. So this is somebody whose experience is like you have a schedule. You have a schedule for this. You have got a particular maybe way of doing something. Maybe you're more intuitive with when you do this creative act, when passionate inspiration hits you, like this Knight of Wands energy. But once you do get into it, I see you having it down packed. So this is somebody who, maybe if you sing, you repeat your lines, you practice and you practice all the time. So that when it's time to go, regardless of your doubts or your feelings or whatever, your practice and the time that you have put into this has built your solar plexus and has given you this King of Air understanding. Okay? Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. This is beautiful. Okay, but when it says balance mental and emotional considerations, and with your mind space and your heart space being with this frequency of change, I see that even through change, you are also a person who can be corrected. You're not just so rigid, but you're confident enough in yourself to say, even if you're corrected by somebody, oh, I was mistaken. Can you please, elaborate on that or something like this? And you can admit your mistakes and continue to move on and keep on learning and keep on building. I see this brilliant, impartial. So not feeding into these, not being very partial to anything that would bring you into a lower density. No, when it comes to correcting mistakes, to get on the path for the greatest good of this manifestation, you can be impartial, but also you can follow your inspiration. This is from all the hard work that you put in with your alchemy and the Eight of Earth. This is beautiful. Let's move forward. Okay, your overall vibration is here with the heart chakra. Number 4, the heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Number 4, heart chakra. Ooh. It's with number 15, ego, Archangel Joviel. So I think that is the devil card. So this is another major arcana. And I am seeing that, okay, it says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And I see that you have your ego in balance here with your heart chakra. That's what I see when I see this, because it came out in reverse. But I don't read reversals. But in this particular case, I see that actually another reason you're so confident over here with the solar plexus chakra that I will be activating, by the way, is that you have gone through multiple ego deaths. You've gone through ego death after ego death, and this is how you build confidence, okay? When you're disciplined and those petty low density feelings come up trying to dissuade you from doing the practice and doing your work and building your skill set and mastering the skills that you need to build this manifestation. Well, I just see somebody that was so disciplined that regardless of whatever those ego-based projections, I'm seeing projections from outside, and I'm also seeing intrusive thoughts from past experiences. Actually, here, Virgo, I see somebody who has done massive healing from narcissistic abuse. It's what I see. And I see actually you have gotten to a point where you can separate those thoughts, those intrusive things that were projected and put onto you, that you can separate that, because your overall vibration is your heart chakra. You are somebody who is living from the heart space. Okay, so when some egotistical idea comes through, I see that you have got this discernment to be able to say, that's my ego, and also, but to be able to balance and express your ego healthily, because through all of that discipline, and by not allowing the naysayers or intrusive thoughts or whatever to bring you down, I see this, that you know, that discipline helped you actually get control over those lower density things and to prove it to yourself that they're not true. And I see you getting excited every time you hit a new milestone in your training, whatever this skill set is that you're building with. Every time you gathered evidence that your work was paying off, every time a small fruit, I see gratitude, I see somebody living in gratitude, and I see ego deaths. And I do see you sometimes at the end of the day, or even for a few days at a time, having to cuddle up on the couch and cry or something like this. But I just see you doing that and moving forward, and building up your solar plexus, building up your alchemy here with this 8 of Earth. You are the magician, okay? Don't forget, you have got fertility in the head, conception in the heart, and change in the third eye. You are creating your own change. You're an alchemist. This is a beautiful reading, Virgo. Let's move forward. Let's get another draw with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. Wow, this is wonderful. I love it. I just performed that cleanse for us, okay? I have got a Virgo Moon, Virgo Mars, and a Virgo Venus, okay? So this is also wonderful for me. I'll have to come back and watch this. I go through these activations and cleanses with you. Let's move forward, okay? Again. Right, let's see. Okay, moving forward here. It is 15. Wow. Okay, so with fertility in the headspace, with the 2 of Earth, you've got the 3 of Cups. So there was too much going on at once, and needing to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach, and I see that you did that. You got with this 3 of Cups. I see you gathering together with others. And I see you getting into like a more playful approach, and then being able to settle into the heart space and say, oh, this makes me enthusiastic, and also not just enthusiastic by myself, but I can share this safely with other people. So this is the choice I'm going to make. And then just making your choices about what you want to focus on when it comes to fertility. And through the experience of some social bonding. So this is beautiful. With the 3 of Cups, moving forward here in the heart space. With this conception, okay, it invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin. Okay, the place where everything in creation begins, with the 10 of water, okay? Things coming into conception with the 10 of water, and now it's paired here with the 7 of Cups. And I see you maybe you were exposed to these 7 of Cups. Maybe there were... you're confused. Maybe this is why I saw the ego death a couple times, because I see that there was like too many choices, and you were trying to even catch all the water, so not only were there a lot of choices, like, because I see you going through choices, like making choices with this 2 of Earth, okay, like, because they're usually balancing out 2 coins, like this or that, and I see actually there was more than that. It was emotional for you. But I see that you have gotten it under control. You knew you couldn't carry it all. So you went towards your trustworthy relationships here, and you found what was good for you. So I see that moving forward. Oh my God. So in the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, you've got the frequency of change, and then you have got the magician, and now you've got another major arcana, the sun. You are going toward your complete and utter happiness, okay? No, these changes are really gonna, like, this seems delusional, but this is a high-ass reading. Like, I feel like opening the window. Like, this is beautiful. Wow. And I'm actually seeing this change thing as like the green and the colors. Do you remember those old carnival rides where it would spin really, really fast and you'd stick to the wall? And then like they would go up and down, and you can also put your body up and down. And I'm seeing that contraption also go like to the side. And I'm just seeing like just change. Like what you want is going to stick, and what you don't want isn't going to stick here with the magician. it's just like a fun time. Like maybe even it's like a portal, like it's like a centrifuge kind of thing. And I'm just seeing like you putting all of your ingredients into this manifestation for this change. And then all the different parts of your life that contributed to this particular dream, and all the different parts of your experience. It doesn't have to be times of your life. It could be also consciousness experiences. It could also be all different things, all the different ways that we experience physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, okay? I am seeing that you are like a centrifuge. These things are not just getting mixed up or whatever, but you are becoming this. You're using your magical powers, like I'm losing my words, for this kind of, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. And you are just becoming everything that you always knew that you were. It's just that you had to build up the confidence to do that. And you really had to face a lot. I see somebody who also had to face a lot of addiction and everything because of the abuse. I'm seeing that you had to face like some addiction. It doesn't have to be like to a drug. It could be addiction to something that brought you comfort, like food, or I don't know, anything that would take away from forward movement. But I see that you got over those things, and this is why you're shining. Earlier I did mention about how you decided to maybe replace some bad habits with this alchemy and this 8 of Earth, and decided to not only do things that make you feel better in the moment, but that also contribute to your growth later. So this might be somebody who started taking walks to like get out of their head, and then all of a sudden these walks started making them feel so good that their energy was so high that all of a sudden they started skipping and running, and or walking fast and then skipping and then running, and now all of a sudden you might be jogging. And you may have been somebody who said, I'm not a runner, I would never do that. But, or even I'm getting this idea about somebody who's saying, no, my knees are bad, I could never be jogging on the ground. But no, I see somebody who just started and surprised yourself with these changes, these physical changes, and that it's bringing you, this could also transfer over to multiple different areas of your life. And that was just one example that could happen, that you're doing things that are healthy for you that you never expected to do them. And not only that, but you're benefiting, and this is like your vibration becoming that which what you were dreaming of. This is a beautiful, like I'm talking about the centrifuge really getting into even the DNA of the genealogy. Wow, let's cleanse and ground. This is beautiful. Virgo, I don't know what you're calling. Like, you already have proof of this. This, if you're resonating with this reading, this is you're resonating with, like, you know this is for you. You know you made these changes. I know you made these changes, Virgo. Holy cow, chicken and duck, it's beautiful. So in alchemy here with the 8 of Earth, okay, and what you can change, you have got now alchemy, the 8 of Earth, and the Page of Cups. So still being able to connect to that playful side all by yourself, maybe grounding. Maybe even after you went on this jog, you go and find a stream and get some water. It doesn't have to be that though. It could be somebody who, what is another healthy thing that you can do to replace a bad habit? I just see you enjoying this new thing. So when we want to change a bad habit, the best thing to do is replace it with a good habit, a healthy habit. And I see you just being so revitalized by that with this Page of Cups energy. It's like you're a new person. It doesn't matter your age. I feel you getting in touch with your youthful enthusiasm, creative enthusiasm again. And that is through this alchemizing change that you have made. These changes that you put into place. This is beautiful, Virgo. I like it. I love it. So, okay, and you built your discernment with this night. You've got a lot of night fires. So you're taking action. I see somebody who's taking inspired action, who's actually taking action toward, I see you marching. Like, you have 3 knights out here now, I think. You have 2 knights and a page out here now. What? What? So, okay, wow. So, and what won't be changed with discernment? And then the Knight of Fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Sudden event that needs immediate attention. And I'm saying that you have the discernment to do that when this comes up, right? Like, moving forward, this is a consejo, like from the spirits. This is from the guides, letting you know Trust yourself. You have the discernment. Why do you have the discernment? Because you are in this Knight of Pentacles energy. Like, I saw you with this Eight of Pentacles, Virgo. You're an earth sign. These are earth themes that we're talking about. And I see you with the Knight of Pentacles. Like, and then he's in the sun. He loves it. He loves his craft. He loves the fruits of his labor. I see you grounding this manifestation. And I see that the reason that Spirit's saying you have the discernment to follow your inspired action, if you feel enthusiastic, if you feel passionate, because I mixed it up, because you were in this Knight of Pentacles energy. And the Knight of Pentacles will, when he's going for something and he's trying to practice to do something, okay, he's the slowest knight, but he is also goal-oriented. The Knights are goal-oriented. They're going in to perform a job, right? They're going in to perform their duty honorably. But the Knight of Pentacles is so honorable that he has got to make sure that he's doing it right. So he'll take his time and practice. And he'll practice having the skill down first before he worries about speed. Okay? And I see that you have practiced enough to where you gained speed. You got the skill, you got the speed. You are now discerning enough to follow your passion and get into that more passionate knight's energy because of what you have done with your work, with the alchemy, and with this Eight of Pentacles energy. Oh, this is beautiful. So moving forward in your overall rhythm, you've got the solar plexus chakra with the King of Air, with the Eight of Swords. So I'm seeing tunnel vision here. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. So before you were not doing that, before you were avoidant of certain things, I see that you were avoidant of certain things, and actually you were avoidant because your solar plexus was not very strong. And I see that after you decided to work on your own body chemistry, your own alchemy, I'm seeing DNA upgrades and changes here with the centrifuge genealogy idea. I'm getting flashbacks of the lab I used to work in at the community college, and I'm seeing recessive and dominant genes and all this stuff here in front of my face with this change with the centrifuge. It's crazy. So at first you were too avoidant and you were just ignoring some certain things, but by deciding to replace bad habits, I see that you have come into this very strong. It's important for me to say that your solar plexus has come so far, and I'm seeing why. You have got the devil twice here in your overall vibration. And you're heart-centered, so you're still, maybe, Virgo, you're still probably coming up against temptation all the time and like responsibly able to deal with to experience this Capricorn energy. So this is somebody, the devil is the Capricorn card. This is somebody who was maybe entrapped with their ego. Archangel Joviel came through, got you out of this situation, helped get you out of this so you can enjoy life's pleasures. I'm seeing somebody enjoying a glass of red wine in front of a fire. I'm seeing somebody enjoying a glass of red wine over the fire, or in front of the fire. I'm hearing the wood crack. I'm feeling actually a scotch go down the throat, nice and warm. What else? A cigar. I'm getting like some rum with honey. So you might work with your ancestors. You might, like, I'm just seeing like the jicara with rum and honey. Sometimes they'll at some drummings, people will do this and they'll channel with their ancestors and stuff, but this is in a safe environment of cleansing and some shamanic experiences or something. So this is what I see here with your heart chakra. I see that you have cleaned up your act enough to be able to dip and dabble with life's pleasures and everything else in a very healthy way. I see that. Congratulations. Okay, because you're going to teach other people on this path, Virgo. People who are maybe in too deep into their Capricorn energies, wanting money, accomplishing work, and then using all of those things to enjoy some dark things, dark habits, nightlife. Maybe somebody who had some taboo, not taboo, some maybe kinks that were not very healthy. So I'm just seeing here that you have overcome those kinds of things, and maybe you can practice those kinds of things safely with your partner now or something. These are just examples. It doesn't have to resonate for everybody, but I just see that you're going to teach people how to rein in their own serenity and their own authority by just walking this path, Virgo. Because I see you in very high command of yourself, but there are people who have watched you walk this path, and they're seeing you build up this manifestation, and they're like, how did they get past that devil energy? I remember when I saw that person, they were low. Like, this is somebody that people have seen you low. People have seen you down, and not anymore. You tapped into your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra, and actually now you're an example and an inspiration to a lot of people, Virgo. Ooh, it's pretty, it's beautiful. Let's see, are we recording? Okay. It's chamomile with a bunch of ginger root in there. So let's clean up a little bit, and we're gonna go into these channeled messages. Okay, I'll look at the shadows that you had to face over here with this devil energy twice. Wow, I'm seeing a warrior for what's right for you. I'm seeing you fighting, being a warrior for your own internal balance, for your own manifestation. I see you respected and regal. I see you with your energy like that, you know. So this is so wonderful. It's a beautiful reading, Virgo. Okay, and you don't have to necessarily be a Virgo. I'm not a Virgo, but I will also go through this activation. This is for any place that the archetype of Virgo sits in your personal natal chart. So, but just, I don't know your name, darling, so I see Virgo. Okay, let's keep going. So, Father God, in the highest loving light, what shadows did my Virgo have to face for this March 2025 manifestation activation tarot reading? Chakra cleanse and frequency activation. Father God, in the highest loving light, 3 cards, please. I love myself enough to walk away. I want to tell you so much. I need to focus on my healing. Comes through. Okay, so this is just boundaries that you put up. I love myself enough to walk away. I want to tell you so much. I need to focus on my healing. So you walked away from people that you would like to report everything to them. Like, you had to walk away from some people who were with those bad habits and everything. And it's actually hard because you love to share things with them. Like, you love to, these are people you were partial to and you love, but you had to go through this by yourself. You had to walk these shadow kind of path by yourself. You wanted to tell them so much, but you needed to focus on your healing. In response, these are messages of closure, okay? So these are from Father God, the universe, the higher selves of people, maybe your ancestors, okay? Use your discernment, you know. I love myself enough to walk away. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. You probably were, maybe people thought you were going to come back to your old ways. I want to tell you so much. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. Now you know what to do. So, and it was actually to leave those people, like, you were so excited about these manifestations and everything that you wanted to tell these people that you were running with in the wrong crowds, or people that were like too caught up in their addictions with the devil energy, that they were like, I'm not calling the people in your life like terrible bad people, but they were like the kind of people that were only focused on like going out to the club that night or going out to eat the like after work, like on the fun time, like the dopamine hits, the quick dopamine hits, and you were looking more forward to the future, and you were getting inspired, and so you were telling these people, but they were not understanding. They were too focused on immediate gratification, and you didn't know what to do, but you needed to focus on your healing. So you wanted to tell them, you know, but they couldn't understand, not until now, not until you changed everything, and they're looking like respect on your name, Virgo. That's what I see. So, okay, what is it? So I need to focus on my healing. What's next? Spirit and highest loving light. One more card, please. Messages of closure. I need to focus on my healing. How can I help you? And that's why, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think you even still love these people. And, like, this was just a solemn, like, a singular experience, a personal experience. And now you're like, how can I help you? This also could be from the ancestors and spirits. Like, if you need something, talk to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirits. Like, talk to your deities, whoever you talk to, okay? Talk to your guardian angel. They're there for you. Well, what I see here is that I need to focus on my healing. You actually doing that, even though other people's levels of consciousness couldn't like get up with you. They couldn't vibe with you right there. And so you left, and instead of telling them so much, you showed them so much. And now how can I help you? You're walking the path. Like, this is how you help everybody, including yourself, the whole universe. When you find these inspired actions, these are channels from God, seeing you, your higher self, as the best version of you that you can be. And you were like feeling that enthusiasm because that's your higher self talking to you. Like, this is how we connect. This is how you could feel good. Not feeling good temporarily with those earthly things. And it could be not even substances. It could be relationships. It could be addiction to ups and downs of fighting and then makeup sex or something, or some people. There are lots of negative beliefs out there, you guys. Check my community tab, look and see the negative beliefs that I released and the positive things that I reactivated for you in place of those negative beliefs, okay? Because a lot of the time, sometimes we don't even know any better because we grew up around this, where you get a rush from an argument. And so maybe playful banter turns into something that's like saying things that you can't take back, and some people just accept that way of life. And I see you like, no, and that's just one example of how a negative belief can really mess up your manifestations, or when you recognize that some negative beliefs are going on and you're abolishing those old behaviors. And I'm seeing like this person who elevated up out of their surroundings and who is walking, who has mastered this devil energy, this Cap. So you might be from your old experiences, maybe you're in this light, very beautiful Capricorn. I love Capricorn energy because it's like all of the finer things, so organized and everything working out, the mechanism of your life, your business. I saw high discipline. So, you know, you're still enjoying getting it, you know how you get it, you're enjoying it, but you're enjoying it in a healthy way. And how can I help you? This is what you're doing. You're walking your path. That's what you're doing. Like, I think it's loving yourself is how you help humanity. This is beautiful. It starts with the people closest to you, and it's a ripple effect. This is wonderful. I love it. Let's get some messages of love from the universe. Okay. Your reading is making me so excited. I love myself enough to walk away. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. They're sorry they didn't believe you. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. This is what I mean. You had to walk away. They didn't believe you, and they rejected you. You're like, that was a blow to your ego. That was a blow to your, like when you started talking to people about your dreams, that was a fucking blow to your ego, I see. And now they're like, they rejected you then, but actually it protected you, and it gave you actually the space to be in solace and to build yourself up like you did and work on your alchemy with cause and effect. Wow. I want to tell you so much. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. It makes so much sense. Like, you wanted to tell people and all these things, but you had to look inward. These other people, they didn't know what to do. So even if these are ancestors that passed or something, or just, this could also be the higher selves of people that you had to leave in the past or something, okay? Or people that they are too prideful to apologize or talk about it or even address it. The right thing for you to do was self-care. You cleared your energy field and focused on yourself before you acted. And it says, I need to focus on my healing. So this is beautiful synchronicity. I love the reading. How can I help you? Okay, I need to focus on my healing. How can I help you? Oh, 2 cards come out. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I see you triggering spiritual activation and transformations in people. I see that. That's how you're helping people, by following this. You heal yourself, and now you're helping other people with this awakening. Other people are undergoing a spiritual transformation from this. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Is this a manifestation for true love? Because if so, then you are on the right track, okay? Your self-care and your healing has really been really helped you. So, and actually this awakening, you may be awakening somebody that you might fall in love with, or you guys might be awakening one another or something. This is attracting your true love. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Let's keep going. So let's look into your divine masculine and your divine feminine energies, okay? And then whatever relationships that you have are going to be also a reflection of what you have going on inside. I can't be with you, divine masculine. I feel the sexual tension. I watch your social media. Immediately I'm getting something long distance. So just like in that, maybe you're in a long distance relationship, or maybe this is what I see, a long distance relationship. I can't be with you. I feel the sexual tension and I watch your social media. So I'm seeing some relationship outside of yourself where it's worth, so within your divine masculine energies within you, you know it's worth waiting for. Whatever this is, this, if you don't have a long distance relationship, then this doesn't apply to you. So, or it could be that this is coming. You ask God what it is for you, okay? So I can't be with you. I feel the sexual tension. So you may be talking with this person and just desiring one another so much, but knowing, like, because this is masculine energy, so this is like go, the to go. But I see that actually this love, this true love, is worth it to hold that back and temper down that masculine energy, even the sexual tension between the two of you when you're talking personally. But I actually see this relationship where the masculine, so a lot of the time the masculine energy will also have like a focused, maybe won't be so interested in social media or some other social parts of your life, like especially if it's long distance. It's like you and him talking and him having the idea about you and having sexual tension, having this attraction and this love, knowing it's worth it to deal with that, maybe using some tantra to help you with that, to, you know, fuel also your manifestations, but also watching your social media, watching over, looking at you in the other, it doesn't have to be your social media, it could be just the other aspects of your life. So maybe you have a website, or maybe you have some circles in places where he wouldn't normally have ever been interested, but because of you, they're trying. I see, just like, because there's no physical presence, I see the masculine part of this relationship going out of their way to learn other things about you, so that when it does come, because I'm seeing tantra with the sexual tension, so when it does come into fruition, because you're using all of your divine essence and sexual creative energy in a healthy tantric way when you're in a long distance relationship and saving it for that person, but then you take the little bit of time that maybe you guys would go together to a cocktail party or to a museum or to go see family, whatever. But you're doing what you can with maybe checking social media or learning about the man learning about the person's special interest, so that when all of that creative energy that you guys, and the energy and the love into upholding this difficult, long distance relationships, especially depending on the distance. But I see that actually that was good. The masculine is developing an idea so that when you do come together, that he can support you in this if you're the feminine. But you apply this, you understand, okay? So let's see what the feminine energy says in response. I can't be with you. I feel the sexual attention. I watch your social media. What does she say? So what does this say about your inner masculine energy? What do I think this says? With me picking up on an energy like this, is that you know what's worth sacrifice, that you know how to sacrifice, and actually you understand that yes, there's a honeymoon phase of love and everything like that, but some things require sacrifice, and all relationships don't happen in the same way that you see maybe on television or something. So I can't be with you. I'm afraid to contact you. So maybe the feminine aspect here is actually feeling some fear that it won't work out. What's next? I feel the sexual tension. I'm not available. You're not available for sex. So there's some fear about this, about the man going somewhere else, I see, with the woman. So the feminine aspect may have been, whether you're a man or a woman, your feminine aspect may have been taken advantage of in the past. So you maybe waited for other people in the past and they didn't respect or appreciate that. And so you're wondering, like, I can feel the sexual attention and I'm not available to take care of you. This is what I see. I watch your social media. I wish I could share my good news with you. And you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Ooh, so, wow. What is it? It's time for me to heal now. Maybe, what is this? I'm sweating. What? Let's take a minute. Spirit, what is it? I can't be with you. I feel the sexual attention. I watch your social media. This is like a lot from the woman. Like, I'm afraid to contact you. I'm not available. There's some fear there. I wish I could share my good news with you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. It's time for me to heal now. So maybe as the masculine energy in this long distance relationship is watching the social media, feeling the sexual tension, not being able to be together in that moment, it's actually giving the feminine aspect or the feminine time to heal from those other past things. So also your inner feminine energy may have really had to overcome that devilish. You had ego and you had the devil come up. So while you're in separation, the masculine is doing what he can to support the feminine, and the feminine is having to heal those other things from the past. And I see this, I see that it's not easy. Like, I wish I could share my good news with you, but then you have to, like, so I'm just getting this idea of, like, maybe even a time difference where, like, you're enthusiastic and you're like, I want to, in the moment, the person that you love the most, when you get good news, is like, that's who you call. But then the moment maybe sometimes kind of lost because they're not there, or they're sleeping because they've got work in the morning or something like that. And I'm seeing, like, kind of like, okay, it's time for me to heal now and learn how to, like, enjoy that myself and the sacrifices that you guys are making for this to come into fruition. This is what I see. This is what I see. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So let's move into, we'll get some wisdom of the oracle cards to close this reading out, Virgo. Soulmates. Oh, this is beautiful. Soulmates, and the one penguin has the key and the other one has a heart with the key. Like, the heart has a key in it. Can you tell? But actually, when I first looked at it, I was seeing blood. These are like little hearts, but when I looked at it, I was seeing blood, and actually I'm just seeing like a battle for the relationship. That's what I see here. Number 41. So the two of you are in love, huh? You guys come together eventually is what I see. Come to the edge with more of those little heart things. So you're following your heart. So this whole manifestation activation wasn't necessarily about love, but it did come up. It was like true love and everything else. Like, and normally I don't see like something so specific like a long distance relationship, but I see you guys actually come to the edge. Can also have to do with that tantra that I was talking about, but also it is also healing. So I'm seeing some healing, some spiritual healing. Come to the edge of your fears, because it's like, what was it? You don't know how hard it was for me to let you go. I'm afraid to contact you. And I see you coming to the edge of, I'm hearing this song by AC/DC. I think it was AC/DC, The Razor's Edge. Like, this manifestation and or this love that they are applying this reading and cleanse to, you're pushing your own boundaries. And I see you coming high energy, like, ooh, like almost getting your dream, your wish. And actually I'm seeing somebody fall to the floor, like the wish coming and falling to the floor, like coming to the edge, being so afraid in that emotional roller coaster of going past your own limits and having courage and taking the steps to change your old ways, and also taking the steps to go through those painful sacrifices and some distance between you and your manifestation, whether or not that's a love, okay? There was like a big distance between you and your manifestations because that devil energy was trying to soak up your solar plexus energy. And I see you going to the razor's edge and facing those fears, actually. And I see you finding soulmates, whether that's love or anything else for this manifestation activation. I saw somebody who had complete control over their auric field. So let's see. Chaos and conflict, number 33. And I see that you mastered chaos and conflict, like that chaos gives the opportunity to reorganize things in the way that you want them. Okay? And earlier I was talking about some limiting and negative beliefs, where, clear it in the third eye. I was talking about some limiting beliefs where some people may feel like they need chaos and they get like a rush from argument, and they like get energy from that. You may have came from a place like that, or from people who needed quick dopamine because they were so chained to their 9 to 5 or whatever, that they were always looking like short-term dopamine hits, and that's like chaos and conflict, getting it from that. And I see that that you decided to channel your energy and to come and create this change and to become the change that you wanted in the world. Let's get one more. Yang. Okay, yang energy. So I did see that your yang energy was in a more stable spot, and that you may be that as you are within receiving downloads, receiving healings from your new good habits and everything like that, I see that you're going to continue on this path, and your manifestation is going to come into fruition pretty soon. Pretty soon, Virgo. That was a beautiful reading. Thank you for sharing this time with me. My name is Lissett, and I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.